My wife is never happy unless I do it exactly her way, so I'd rather not do it at all. That is what so many men say on this app to me. They say, I don't participate in the domestic labor and the caretaking of our kids because if I don't do it exactly how she wants it, she's mad and it's never perfect. It's never up to her standards. And while I agree, there needs to be a determined standard for most things, right? Like, what is the standard we care about when it comes to the cleanliness of our kitchen? What is the standard do we have when it comes to when we need to do the laundry? What are those standards? There are some things that I do think are valid, specifically caretaking for children. I think there are different ways to parent, but what can be very difficult, especially when the woman is the primary and or default parent, meaning they're doing the bulk of the parenting itself, but also the research and education around parenting, is when that person hands off a caretaking task to their partner, and that partner does it completely differently or against normal routine for the kids. Because that is not only disruptive to the children, but it's confusing. If one parent parents one way and the other parents very differently, that sends very mixed messaging to kids. And so something as simple as breakfast. I often make the breakfast before my kids come downstairs because we have 4 kids and it makes my life easier when I do that. My husband often has them all come downstairs and he makes breakfast while they're there. And when he does that, they all get angry and whiny and yell, and then there's fighting ensues. He's always like, why are the mornings so crazy? And I'm like, well, because this is so out of their routine. I do mornings by myself 6 out of the 7 days a week. So if that's the case, when you come in one day and do it completely differently, it is going to be disruptive to them. It's going to make it harder for them to be regulated and to have a good morning. It's not to say it's wrong. That is the thing. Men often say, like, I did it wrong. It's not that you did it wrong. You did it different. And when you do things different, especially for young kids, and you disrupt a routine, it will disrupt the child. It will set you off on a path you probably don't want to go down. So when your partner says to you, if I were you, I would do this, they're usually saying it from experience because they've done something that told them, if I do it this way, my kids will have a meltdown. But if I do it that way, we're going to have a nice smooth morning and everyone's going to be happy. It's not about them always wanting to be right. It's typically that they are the most in the know person for the caretaking task for your children and even for domestic labor. Like, if they've cleaned the bathroom 100 times and you're doing it for your first time, they're going to be able to tell you what works and doesn't work. So why are we getting mad when somebody says, hey, you did it, thank you, but next time, try it this way? Maybe we can just be open to feedback because the person who's done it the most probably does know the most about it.